Hey everybody. Um, Look how close the moon is tonight. See that? And it's pink. Unbelievable. I know I don't have a zoom and it's all not fancy and stuff, but it's still gotta be visibly. And see that pine needle up there? I did wash my windows, but it won't come off. I'll have to try again. But yeah. They need a good washing again about once a month when you live in the country. So, yeah, weird. That's the south up in there. But yeah, that just freaked me out. I was sitting over here and it's like, whoa, that's like just right there. Unbelievable. So, how are y'all doing tonight? I'm doing pretty good actually. It's cooling off some. Had the fan going. It helps when my hair is wet. I love it. I loved it when it was long and it was wet on hot days. I had like 3 feet down my back, all wet, real thick hair, and um, lots of it, I should say. Um, yeah. Oh, that's nice. So, of course, I had to shave my head too, and that kept me cool because I froze to death. Shavy, go lay down. Get. So, lay down, behave yourself. Go lay down. You better. Right there. You better behave than some kids. Yep, she is. But she should be. She's 18. Gonna be 19 in September, and my horse will be 21. And yeah, they're old, but you know, yeah, I took care of them good, so they're not in need of anything and very healthy. Even she runs around a lot too, so she's kind of frisky. I didn't really want to talk about anything tonight. I just want to tell you I do calm down occasionally, but I think some people are just like pushed almost on a daily basis. And yeah, I know I can sometimes not be the most likable human being, but I'm just looking for other ones that if it seems nitpicky, if everything seems to bother you in this stupid, crazy world, then you're probably my kind of person. So, and those are the kind of people that I gravitate towards. So, that's about it tonight. I think it's, oh, I'm going to take a walk through Tunnel Road someday. I'm going to see if I can kick up this storage thing or maybe wait till I get a good camera, but I want to show you how pretty that is, especially for city dwellers. It's kind of nice. If you're my friends, then you can pretend you're walking down the road with me. Well, even if you're not my friends, I guess you could if you want. So, yeah. Um, yeah, I don't know. So, oh, it seemed like a long day, kind of odd. Like it in some extremes, it seems like time's kind of standing still. It's just weird, really weird. They say the older you get, the faster your time goes. How do you guys feel about that? To me, from one weekend to the next, it does seem to go quicker. But then, like today, for instance, it just seemed kind of odd. You know, time has been odd lately. Uh, oh, I know it has to do with electricity. It's um, mechanical mechanisms and that type of thing. So I'm pretty sure. Um, like I said again, I told you guys before, I can recommend Og Tellez, Tellez, if you want to know more about the human genome, like the blood makeup if you want to know about physics of the universe. And I really actually have studied and aced all this stuff. So it's like I, I just can't know enough. I don't know why. It's like I want to know everything. I want to know how everything goes around, like the crankshaft inside of a motor and how it sends a spark up through the heads and, with the rods and the pistons and, you know, and how carburetors back in the day, how they would equalize the air to help the motor cool and run and give it compression with the heads and all that. Anything, everything. That's all chemi. That's the whole spiel, you know. And if you're looking at a drop of blood, and the different cells within the blood, and there are three different definite components to a cell of your blood, and that type of thing, and germs, and the gestation of a germ, and um, let me see, everything. Seriously, you know. And the biggest killer in this planet, and if I run out of time, I love you guys. God bless your night. The biggest killer on the planet is literally staph infection, and the biggest spreader of staph infection isn't like dirty hands from germs or colds or anything like that. It's food on people's hands. When food goes through your body and it um, digests, turns into feces, and it comes out because all the nutrients are taken out of it and whatever. And when your hands are dirty with food and you touch things in the environment breaks it down as feces. So you literally have E. coli and staph infection and anything you can imagine out in public. And even in my home, I'm a real stickler. In fact, right now I'm going a little crazy because I definitely have OCD. And I had so many injuries I wasn't able to keep up on my housework like spotless. And the things that are out of place, I try and get a little more in every day. But even on the outside of my flowers, everything, it drives me nuts. It's got to be like just so type of thing. But, maybe not perfectly straight and that type of thing. But, OCD is just like I used counting mechanisms in, or like in nursing when they teach you to sing Mary Had a Little Lamb while you're washing your hands and then you're done. That type of thing. Well, I turned it into numbers, and it gives you a control over your situation when you're feeling helpless, and that's what a lot of people have it. And the same like with dyslexia. I'm dyslexic. I used to read things sort of backwards and different, and um, uh, everybody has a touch of dyslexia. If you think about it, when you get tired or you're thinking of numbers, or sometimes you'll like mix up the last two numbers on a phone number or something odd like that. Or I shouldn't say most people have it. A lot of people have it. A lot of people have a small touch of muscular dystrophy. We all have little touches of everything to varying degrees in our system. And at any time, God or Satan can go and change what's going on inside you like that, You may not understand why, but there's always seems to be a reason for it. Really odd, like injuries I had, and I rerouted the nerves with thought. Became stronger right next to it. It's like, holy smokes. It's really odd like that. But that's what I was thinking of earlier. I was going to say, don't forget that human beings heal from the inside out with Christ's blood. And don't forget, this is your mind, your heart, your soul, the whole smear. Everything, right down to your bone marrow, belongs to Him. And you can heal. I mean, if you get something cut off, I understand that, you know, but like backs and nerves and spinal cords and you name it, the whole gamut. I'm serious. Ask for some help and believe that's going to happen. Believe it. It's like when they told me I wasn't going to walk, it's like, no, that is not happening to me. Forget that. And I walked, and it was like, and usually even a half an inch or a quarter inch pulling your spinal cord, and with the amniotic fluid going in your body and stuff, which causes infection. And I wasn't ever taken properly care of in any medical extreme, and I could tell you nightmare after nightmare that Christ saved me, and here I am, and I know 60 years old, not so bad, uh, thank God, and I do. So, like, if you're ever doubting and you're ever hurting and think, God, this is never going to go away, or I put on some extra weight, like my hip's still injured from the horse falling on me, but it's getting back and the nerve feels better. And I mean, I can motivate it. It's quick, like keeping in step and in time in a dance or something like that got me back to, you got to be like split second timing type of stuff. And, that training in itself, that thought, that forethought, like He's not getting me down, I'm not going down without a fight type of feeling. That's real. That's God inside you telling you to keep going because He's going to help you. And He does. He really, really does. One time I got punched so hard in my stomach, I thought I was going to die right there on the spot, I'm pretty sure. And I've had my head bleeding inside and everything. And um, all kinds of. But anyway, with all those injuries, like after each one, and just with that thought, really, really works. Don't give up. Don't say, hey, I'm just injured and that's okay, and I'm going to. Keep thinking, well, if that nerve hurts there, where's the spot right next to it? Touch right next to it as close as you can. Say if it's on your arm and you touch right next to where it hurts. Find a spot that doesn't hurt, as close to the cartilage as you can find, or close to the end of the tendon where the nerve ending is. So you find that spot next to the tendon and find the least tender spot away from your injury and put a little pressure on it. And like about 10 seconds and leave it alone, and then go back the next day and find that next spot. And the next thing you know, you're going to be getting closer to your injury, and there isn't going to be as much pain as there was. And you are literally directing energy, like building a new nerve ending inside yourself. The human body is so remarkable. It really is, honestly. Um, let's see if I can think of anything else. But that's so true with the nerve endings. If you got any more questions, because it works. It really does. Um, and praying. It's like, oh God, I can't do this. He's like, yes, you can. Keep trying. That type. I can't walk. I'm squished. When the horse fell on me before, they didn't even have enough morphine that night. Oh my God. And I don't know if I've ever had, maybe did I ever? I don't think I ever had it in my life, but man, they were just, they thought I had blood in my kidneys, and because I was really smashed, and but I didn't. So I don't know. Maybe I did, but it healed. So, and I was walking with a bat, and then I got some crutches, and um, but I kind of put them down. I just kind of hobble around and try and use other muscles that weren't as injured as the ones that hurt, that type of thing. And wow, ouch. But, okay, I'll tell you what. If I think of anything else on that nerve ending thing, it works with headaches. It's fine, like if it's a temple headache, go back just a little bit further from where the pain is. And